Hi everyone. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في الوحدة رقم 7 من كتاب Outlook الخاص بتلاميذ الجدوع. اليوم سوف أحاول أن أخصص هذه الحلقة كاملة للوحدة رقم 7. Hi everyone. Welcome again to this English course presented by Ahmed SAYAR. Before we start, please like, share, follow and please subscribe. Thank you very much. So this course is intended to Common Core students working with Outlook Student Book Unit number 7. Our hobby, this is the title. هذا العنوان ديال هذه الوحدة. Our hobbies هواياتنا أو غنتكلم على الهوايات. هذا الدرس بطبيعة الحال خاص بتلاميذ الجدوع مشتركة. بسم الله على بركة الله. Alright. Now let's start with conversation. It was a good match. Now, listen please.
Unit 7. It was a good match. Listen and practice. Hello, Bob speaking.
Hello, Bob.
Say, Farid.
Yeah.
You weren't at home yesterday, were you?
No, I was in the stadium.
How was the match?
Terrific. There were 6 goals.
6 goals? Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. In fact, Moroccan players scored 5 goals.
What was the other team?
The national Kenyan team.
Oh, I see. You have a strong team then.
Well, sort of.
Who was the best player?
Well, all the players were good. They're still young and ambitious.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know you liked soccer.
It's my favorite hobby.
Do you also watch the English Championship matches?
Sure. Just take last Wednesday match.
Yeah, between Manchester United and Arsenal.
Everything was terrific. The players, the spectators, the pitch, the...
Come on, Farid. You've got good soccer facilities too.
Yes, but... Well, Bob, next time you're in Morocco, come and see me. You've got my address.
Okay, bye.
Alright, now we move to the questions. ندوزو الأسئلة. Where was Farid yesterday? والجواب in the stadium. What were the 2 teams? شكون كانوا جوج الفرق? The Moroccan team and the Kenyan one. How many girls were there in the match? 6 girls. How was the match? Very good. Underline in the conversation the exchanges that talking about past events. سطروا على الجمل اللي كيتكلموا على past event الأحداث في الماضي. Yes, you weren't at home yesterday. لم تكن في المنزل بالأمس. There was 6 girls. كانوا 6 أهداف. Alright. Next one. Choose the correct question to complete the dialogue. نختاروا الأسئلة ونعملهم في المكان المناسب. Now, number 1. How was your trip to the forest? Trip هي رحلة. Forest هي الغابة بطبيعة الحال. Terrible. It was a rainy day. Number 2. Were there any people there? Not many. There were only a few couples. Number 3. How long were you there? Only for 2 hours. How long هي كم المدة. Number 4. Were you in a tent? هل كنت في تحت خيمة? Yes. It wasn't a strong one. We were all wait. Okay? It's a pity بمعنى خسارة. It's a pity. Yes. Let's move on. Now we move to grammar. واحد الدرس مهم اللي غندوزو له دابا اللي هو الدرس ديال the simple past وغادي نشوفو the simple past of the verb to be. كما كنعرفو the verb to be simple present I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are. هنا غنشوفو the verb to be in the simple past. طبعا الحال كنقولو I was at school yesterday. كنت بالأمس yesterday. لاحظوا هنايا الإشارة ديال الزمن yesterday. You were at the swimming pool last week. الأسبوع الماضي. You were كنت. He was at the cinema at 3 o'clock. كان في السينما مع 3. She was at home 5 hours before. كانت في البيت 5 سوايع قبل. بمعنى دائما إشارة الزمنية عندي باللون الأزرق. It was sunny in 2020. We were happy last morning. Last بمعنى الماضي. You were at school yesterday afternoon. they were absent 1 hour ago. لاحظوا هنايا the sentence is affirmative بمعنى الجملة عادية. نشوفوا دابا الجملة ملي كتكون negative شنو كنعملوا الأفعال. alright. I wasn't. You weren't. He wasn't at the cinema. She wasn't. It wasn't. We weren't. You weren't. They weren't. I wasn't لم أكن. You weren't لم تكن. He wasn't لم يكن. She wasn't لم تكن هي. It wasn't لم تكن أو لم يكن على حسب الغير عاقل. We weren't لم نكن. You weren't لم تكونوا. They weren't لم يكونوا. Alright. Now we move to interrogative بمعنى كيفاش كنعملوا الجملة سؤال. I was at school كنرجعوا was I كنعملوا l'inversion كنرجعوا was هي الأولية كنرجع was I at school yesterday? Yes you were. No you weren't. Were you at the swimming pool last week? Yes I was. No I wasn't. Short answers الأجوبة قصيرة. Was he at the cinema at 3 o'clock? Yes he was. No he wasn't. Was she at home 5 hours before? Yes she was. No she wasn't. Was it sunny in 2020? Yes it was. No it wasn't. Were we happy last morning? Yes we were. No we weren't. Were you at school yesterday afternoon? Yes we were. No we weren't. Were they absent 1 hour ago? Yes they were. No they weren't. Alright. نرجعوا دابا الكتاب نشوفوا. Read the conversation and write true or false. قبل ما نقراو the conversation خلينا نفتشوا على simple past الأمثلة ديال the verb to be في simple past في هاد النصوص هذه. Now let's start. هاد النص هذايا نشوفوا examples of the simple past. So were yes. شنو باقي عاود عندنا؟ was very good. نشوفوا التتمة ديال الحوار. were was were واحد was it good كاع ما شفتها. yes were weren't كاع ما شفتها. دابا عاد كنشوفها was wasn't واحد were تاهي and were you كاع ما شفتها. was anyway كاينين واحد مجموعة ديال examples ديال the verb to be هادو كاملين أمثلة ديال the verb to be in the past اللي كاينين في التكست. alright دابا نرجعوا للأسئلة. Fred was at Bill's party. حاولوا تقراو التكست هذايا جاوبوا على الأسئلة هذه. Fred was at Bill's party. True or false? That was false. Frank هو اللي كان ماشي Fred. Number 2. There were a lot of people at Bill's party. والجواب هنايا false. There weren't many people. Number 3. Mike wasn't at Bill's party. True. I was with Mike. We were at his sister's wedding. Okay, the wedding ceremony was boring. No, it was fantastic. Alright, let's move on now. Choose the places you were in, then ask and answer your partner's questions. Was, where, when, how many, how long, what, whether like. إذن هنايا مجموعة الأسئلة اللي كنطرحوها على simple past وكنستعملوا هذه الكلمات اللي عندنا هنايا the zoo, the river, etc. مثال غنعطيكم مثال مثلا Where were you last week? I was at the zoo. Were you at the river last weekend? No, we weren't. We were at the library. هل كنتم؟ لاحظوا الأسئلة كاملة في الباس. What was the weather like last Sunday? It was sunny. Were you at the swimming pool? Yes, we were. Alright. Read the conversation again, underline the past forms of the verb to be, then complete the grammar table. غنكملوا على هاد الطابلو اللي عندنا هنايا. So كما شفنا I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were and they were. بالنسبة للنيجاتيف weren't, wasn't, weren't and weren't. بالنسبة interrogative were you, was he, were we, were you and were they. إذا هذا هو الطابلو كيفاش نوا عندنا نكمل ندوزو ل next exercise. Circle the appropriate tense. وقفوا الله يرضي عليكم الفيديو حاولوا تجاوبوا على هذا السؤال هذا اختاروا الجواب الصحيح. Alright نصحوا دابا. Who is this boy in the picture mom? Who is this boy؟ ماشي who was this boy. شكون هذا اللي في التصويرة الآن؟ It was ولا it is الجواب صحيح. It is your father. هذا اللي في الصورة دابا هو الأب ديالك. When he حين كان صغيرا when he was. Yes, he in the 400 swimming champion كان he was. Yes. How old is ولا was he at that time؟ جواب صحيح. How old was he? let me see the date. Yes, he was 19. He was born ولد in 1960 in Liverpool. How about you? When were you born? متى ولدتِ؟ الجواب I was born in 1964. Yes, were you born in Liverpool too? No, I was not. I was born in London. Alright, let's move on. Complete the dialogue with use was, wasn't, were or weren't. وقفوا الفيديو الله يرضى عليكم وجاوبوا. هذا سهل، سؤال ماشي هو صعيب. جاوبوا الله يرضى عليكم وقفوا الفيديو. Alright, نصحوا. Where? So the first one. Hi Laura. Where were you yesterday afternoon? أين كنت؟ إيمان. I was at the sports center. Katie. Were you there alone? Iman. No, I wasn't. I was with Sarah and Ron. Sarah and I were in the aerobic rooms. كاين اللي غادي يقول لي كيفاش I وعملنا معها were، ولأن تما عندنا الجمع Sarah and I راه بجوجنا يعني بمعنى we. And Ron was in the weightlifting room. Katie. Were Carol and Tom there? No, they weren't. They were at the amusement park. amusement park هو المكان ديال اللعب ولا البارك ديال اللعب. Alright, let's move on. Grammar extension غادي نشوفوا كذلك prepositions اليوم وغادي نشوفوا read the dialogue on page 82. Again list down the prepositions of place in this table. طبيعة الحال إلا رجعنا لذاك الحوار غنلقاو على أن prepositions of place هما هادو عندنا in, at, next to, opposite. هادو هما prepositions of place اللي كاينين في داك التكست. شوفوا دابا هنايا match the prepositions with the positions of the ball. فين كاينه لا بال فين كاينه غادي نعملوا نستعملوا the correct preposition. Okay, first picture in front of. So the ball is in front of the player. The ball is behind the player. The ball is on the right of the player. The ball is on the left of the player. The ball is above the player. The ball is on the head of the player. The ball is in the corner. The ball is between the players. The ball is under the player. And the ball is near the player. Very good. Let's move on. Now ask your partner to tell you where these places are. Police station. هنا عندنا واحد الخريطة بغينا نعرفوا فين كاينة police station. Okay, so police station. The police station is behind the library. إذا فين هي library? And the police station is behind the library. إذا غتكون هي هذه the police station. Alright, next one. Where is the youth hostel? The youth hostel is in front of the tennis court. So it's going to be here. Alright, let's move on. Where is the car parking? The car parking is next to the swimming pool. فين هو swimming pool هو هذا. إذا the car parking هو هذا is next to ولا in front of. هنا بغينا نقولوا in front of ولا is next to بجانب. Alright. Next one. Where is the gym? And the gym is in front of the swimming pool. So swimming pool and the gym is going to be here. So the gym is in front of the swimming pool. Alright. Now let's move on. كملوا. Vocabulary. So dictionary skills. في الديكسيونير ملي كنفتحوا الديكسيونير باش نشرحوا شي كلمة كنلقاو واحد المجموعة ديال الإشارات أولا ديال العلامات. تشوفوا العلامات ديال اش هي. Number 1. So number 1 is the target word بمعنى الكلمة المستهدفة. هنا الكلمة اللي غنشرحوها هي recreation. Okay. Number 2 معنى ديالها C هي countable. Number 3 هذاك رقم 1 كيعني first meaning بمعنى المعنى رقم 1 لأن كاين كلمات اللي عندهم بزاف المعاني. هذا المعنى رقم 1. 4 pronunciation هذيك الكتابة اللي كتشوفوا هذيك pronunciation ديال النطق. Number 5 stress. stress هي ملي كنطقوا الكلمة كيكون الضغط على واحد الحرف معين. اوكي بحال مثلا vocabulary stress الضغط يكون على vocabulary. اوكي ديك فو ما كتسمعوهاش مزيان ولكن كا كنوركوا عليها vocabulary. اوكي حتى كنسميوها distress. Number 6 N كتعني word function was a verb, noun, adjective, adverb. Number 7 is the word formal or informal. واش كنستعملوه في الفورمال ولا informal situations، بمعنى واش يعني في الأماكن اللي هي فيها اللغة فصحى أو لا في الأماكن اللي مع الأصدقاء. 8 word frequency شحال مستعمل، واش مستعمل بزاف ولا غير شي حاجة etc. Number 9 uncountable. Number 10 the definition، إذا هذه هي التعريف ديال الكلمة. ورقم 11 بطبيعة الحال example. Alright, let's move on. Match the colored words with the appropriate meaning. هنا free، لاحظوا لأنها عندكم معودة في جميع الكلمات، ولكن المعنى ديالها كل معنى إلا هو مختلف. Are you free tomorrow afternoon كتعني not busy. Are you free بمعنى not busy، ماشي مشغول. Okay. The visitors are free to move around the zoo as they like. معنى ديالها they are not controlled، يعني أنهم ماشي controlled، يعني متحكم فيهم أنهم يتحركوش. They are free. Is that table free؟ معنى ديالها هنايا unoccupied، يعني free بمعنى أنها ما جالس فيها حتى شي واحد. The alpinist gets the free end of the rope to climb the rock. المعنى ديالها not fixed بمعنى the alpinist هما ديك المتسلقين. ملي كيتسلق المتسلق الجبل كيربط الحبل في واحد البلاصة أو كيدق في واحد البلاصة، ولكن جهة أخرى هي اللي كيسيبها، كنسميوها the free. جهة أخرى اللي ما مربوطاش أو اللي ما مزيراش مع الخشب مع الحيط. Next one. The security men are pushing the crowd back. The way now is free for cyclists بمعنى not blocked، يعني ماشي مبلوكية، الطريق مسرحة. Entrance to the museum is free on Fridays. free بمعنى costing no money، مجاني. James was in prison for 6 months but now he is free بمعنى not imprisoned. free بمعنى حر غير مسجون. Alright، لاحظتوا المعنى ديال free شحال عندها؟ Alright, match the hobbies. هنا عندنا واحد مجموعة الهوايات sports with the pictures، وعندنا الصور. Then classify them under the appropriate column. Which one is with play؟ شكون من هادو اللي كنستعملوه مع play do أو لا go؟ غنبداو ب roller skating، هذه هي الصورة ديالها roller skating. climbing، هذه هي الصورة ديالها climbing. surfing هي هذه surfing، التزحلق على الأمواج. cycling بشكليطات بطبيعة الحال. هاند بول راهي معروفة. تايكواندو هي هذه. فيشين هي هذه صيد. باسكت بول ويت ليفتين حمل الأثقال. هانتين هو الصيد. سويمين سباحة. جيدو is this one. هورس رايدين هي هذه. بيسبول. جيمناستكس. soccer هي كرة القدم ولا فوتبول. wrestling هي المصارعة الحرة. وسكيين بطبيعة الحال هي التزحلق على الجليد. دابا غنشوفو شكون اللي كنستعملو مع play. So we say we play handball, taekwondo, we play basketball, we play judo, we play baseball. كذلك كنقولو we do weightlifting, we do gymnastics, we do wrestling and we do taekwondo. taekwondo كنستعملوها بجوج. go كنستعملوها مع go roller skating, go climbing, go surfing, go cycling, go fishing, go hunting, go swimming, go horse riding and go skiing. Every weekend I go roller skating with my brother. Every Sunday we go surfing. Every Monday we go fishing. Okay? بالطريقة هذه باش كنستعملوا كلمات. Recreational activities. هنا هذه واحد مجموعة ديال لي activities اللي ما شفناهاش. Horse riding هي هذه horse riding. Boating هي هذه الهواية boating. Hunting هي هذه. Camping is going to be this is camping. Skiing شفناها. Climbing شفناها. Swimming كذلك نعرفوها السباحة. Wildlife viewing هي هذه. إذن هذه هواية wildlife viewing بمعنى مشاهدة الحياة البرية. Fishing وهنا عندنا archery. archery هي الرماية بالرمح. Martial arts هي هذه فنون الحرب. Auto touring هي هذه auto touring. اوكي يس إذن هادو هما الهوايات مجموعة ديال الفوكابولير اللي عندهم علاقة بالهوايات. دابا غندوزو ل reading Okay, before we read, look at the photo and read the title, then fill in the fact file. Who is this man? The king of soccer, ملك كرة القدم. The name is Pelé. The nationality Brazilian. The team Santos and Brazil كان كيلعب في أول مرة مع فريق سانتوس ومن بعد ولا كيلعب مع المنتخب البرازيلي. Number of goals scored 1280. Awards, he is world champion, كان بطل العالم 1958, 1962 and 1970. He is also the FIFA award for the best soccer player of the century. كان أحسن لاعب ديال سوكر في القرن. Alright, let's move on now. هذا التكست اللي هو عليه. سمعوا التكست مزيان وتبعوه الله يرضى عليكم.
The king of soccer. Edson Arantes do Nascimento or Pelé was the best soccer player in the world. He was the son of a very poor family in Três Corações, Brazil. He first learned the game of soccer from his father, Don Dino, who was a football player, too. But a fractured leg stopped his career. Pelé was a member of a local minor league club when he was a teenager. When he wasn't in the stadium playing, he was in the streets, cleaning people's shoes for pennies. Waldo de Brito, a Brazilian player, was the first person to discover Pelé. He was then 11. It was Brito who said one day, "This boy is going to be the greatest soccer player in the world." He was right. Pelé surprised the world by scoring 6 goals, including 2 in the championship game to help Brazil win its first World Cup, 5-2 over Sweden. He was only 17 years old, but a legend was born. He was an average-sized man, but he was lucky to have great balance, the ability to control the ball superbly, and the ability to shoot powerfully with either foot and with his head. His model was his own father. My father was a soccer player and once scored 5 goals in a game, all with his head. That was one record I was never able to break. He declared to the press. In 1993, Pelé was a member of the National Soccer Hall of Fame, a very prestigious institution. In 2000, Pelé was named second for the Sportsman of the Century award after the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali. He was also the former ambassador of sports in Brazil. Now, he is working for children's causes through the UNICEF.
Alright, let's move now. Now, let's answer the questions, please, okay? What is Pelé's original name? So, which of these questions are not answered in the text؟ بمعنى شكون الأسئلة اللي ما مجاوبينش عليها في التكست. هذه when he was born ما عندناش في التكست، وكذلك what was his mother's job كذلك هذه ما كايناش عندنا في التكست. Now number 3, find in the text the statements which show that. إذا خصنا نلقاو الجمل اللي كتبين لنا هذه. Pelé's father was not able to play again. فين هي الجملة في النص اللي كتبين على أن Pelé's father الأب ديالو was not able ما كانش قادر أنه يلعب مرة أخرى. هي هذه الجملة. But a fractured leg stopped his career. Fractured leg بمعنى تهريسة في الرجل ديالو. Fractured بمعنى تهرس. Again, number 2, Pelé was physically very strong. بمعنى كان صحيح جسمانيا. فين هي الجملة اللي كتبين لنا هذه في النص؟ هي هذه. The ability to shoot powerfully. بمعنى القدرة على أنه يضرب الكرة بقوة. Now, he was pleased with his father. فين هي الجملة اللي كتبين على أنه كان فرحان بالأب ديالو؟ هي هذه. His model was his own father. Number 4 في الحقيقة تكون he loves his he loves and cares for children. بمعنى كيبغي الأطفال وكيهتم بهم. والجملة اللي كتبين هذه he is working for the children's causes through the UNICEF. بمعنى يعملوا لقضايا الأطفال. Alright, let's move on. Listening now. Before you listen, look at these caricatures and guess what the conversation are about. شوفوا في هذه وعلاش كتظنوا الكونفرسيشن غتكون الحوار علاش غيكون. إذا عندنا Russian circus عند فوتبول، إذا 100% غادي يكون على circus سيرك والفوتبول. Now listen to the two conversation and fill in the chart.
Unit 7.
Are you free tomorrow evening, Anita?
Yes, I think so, Dave. Why?
Well, we're all going to the Russian circus tomorrow, and we want you and the children to come too.
That's a great idea. What time does the show start?
7. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that's okay. Where is it?
In the Centre Park, near our house.
Okay, Dave. See you there tomorrow.
Are you coming to the football match with us, Farid?
The match? Which match?
Oh, Real Madrid is playing against Eshabab in the National Stadium at 6 o'clock this evening.
Well, that's a surprise. Who is going with you?
Ali, John and Mary. We're all going. What about you?
Sorry, Anne, I don't like football matches. They are too noisy.
All right, now let's fill in the chart. Conversation number 1, the event was circus, the place, and in conversation number 2, the event was the football match. The place in conversation number 1 was the Center Park. In number 2, it was the National Stadium. The time in conversation number 1, 7 o'clock. In conversation number 2, 6 o'clock. All right, let's move to the next exercise. Again, listen to the conversation and complete these sentences. Dave wants Anita to. إذا من خلال سماع ديالنا ديال هذه, Dave wants Anita to go with him to the circus. Yes, the circus is at the Center Park. Dave lives near the Center Park. Yes. Number 2, conversation number 2. Alan wants to watch the football match. The two teams are Real Madrid and الشباب. وغسمحوا لنا هنا الدراري اللي فابور ريال مدريد لعبناهم مع فرقة ديال الشباب اللي وقيلا كاع ما كاينه كاع على أي. Alan is going to the stadium with John and Mary. Farid does not want to see the match because he thinks football is noisy. noisy بمعنى فيها صداع بزاف. Alright, let's move to the next exercise. Writing. Alright, thank you for writing. هنا مطلوب منكم أنكم تكتبوا واحد رسالة لهذيك الصديق ديالكم أو الصديقة ديالكم اللي غتكلموا على الهواية ديالكم. أوكي, ورسالة هي دي. Hi Alison, thank you for writing. I'm so sorry for not writing to you. I was very busy with the exams. My hobby is writing poems. I really love poetry. It's my favorite pastime. When I have nothing to do, I pick up a pen and start to write. I love listening to poets while telling their poems. It's so exciting. There are many types of poetry, but I love the modern one. You feel free to express yourself. It's not easy as you may imagine, but I feel relaxed doing it. Take care, your friend Rawan, etc. Now هنا اللي مطلوب منكم هو أن عندكم واحد الرايتين في الكتاب, وداك الرايتين مطلوب منكم أنكم تعملوا واحد بحالو تكلموا على الهواية ديالكم أو شي هواية معينة. حنا اخترنا هنا الهواية ديال poetry هما الشعر. اوكي, أول حاجة في الرسالة مقدمة كنعملو thank you for writing أو لا I'm sorry for writing أو لا thank you for asking أو لا ممكن نعملو how are you doing etc. ومن بعد كتكلموا على الهواية ديالكم كما هي خصكم تكتبوها. Alright, now let's move on to the next one. Thank you for watching. This is the end of unit number 7 Outlook Student Book. Before you leave, please like, share and subscribe. بارطاجي الفيديو مع التلاميذ اللي كتعرفوا الله عليكم أو التلاميذ اللي ضعيفين أو التلاميذ اللي كيعانيو من نقص الإنجليزية باش إن شاء الله ترفع المستوى ديالهم ويبداو يشاركوا على الأقل في القسم. Thank you very much and see you next time.